Hello again.
Ah, Rufus, how are you getting on?
We really have to put Gold back together again.
I'm working on it. Simply persuade her to undergo the surgery. That is, all 3 versions of it. Use the remote to switch between cartridges. Once you have convinced all 3, send them to my lab. I'll see to the rest.
What went wrong?
Looks like Gilligan actually palmed off the wrong cartridges on you.
Oh, what a scoundrel!
Gold's mind is now distributed over 3 cartridges. Each cartridge contains different aspects of her character.
Well, it's no big deal. If you know one side of her, you know them all.
Not really.
So, which one is the real Gold?
Every one of them. And none of them.
Oh, I see. Just like breeding mimicry wombats.
What? No. Each of the 3 goals represents one side of the real goal, but the whole is more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, just like the wombats. Those critters breed like crazy if you don't watch out.
What? No. Never mind. Let's just say we need all 3 goals to cooperate. I cannot put them back together without their consent.
Hey, you don't have to tell me. I almost lost a finger once that way. These horrid little beasts. How does switching the cartridge work again?
Use the remote when you're close to her. That way you can briefly detach her mind from her body. Depending on which cartridge is currently in the remote, a new mind will then be loaded to the cartridge in her implant. And the mind that was in her brain prior to that will be buffered in the ether and then saved to the cartridge in the remote.
Cool! Pew pew!
Okay. Usually at this point, people ask me whether it isn't dangerous.
So the others are all wimps, unlike me.
I'm just saying, the risk of lasting brain damage and all that.
Quite the opposite. I'm way cool. Super cool Sheriff Rufus with his deadly remote of permanent brain damage. Pachoo! Pachoo! Nice office.
Gee, thanks, Rufus.
Now, I would have furnished it a bit differently, but it's still not bad.
Yes, I know. The shielding of the generator resonates rather awkwardly with the induction field of the magnetic solenoid coil in the main capacitor. But what would you do if you had oscillation frequencies of 6 gigahertz and more with a constant 30 Teslas?
Oh, yeah, let me see. I would move the generator a little more to the left.
But with this kind of field intensity, wouldn't that be too dangerous? I would hate to accidentally create a neutron star in my office.
Yeah, well...
You know what we're talking about, don't you?
Of course I know, and I still say more to the left.
If you think so, have you noticed anything else?
Can I borrow some tools from you?
Go ahead, help yourself. All I need to do now is make a few fine adjustments. For that, I just need a hammer and some chewing gum.
Yeah, sounds good. What's that funny apparatus in the lock next door?
Don't you mess with that, kid. It is part of an experiment designed to revive dead brain tissue by means of well-aimed electrical impulses. But there are a few obnoxious side effects that so far I haven't been able to remedy.
What kind of side effects?
The electrical field is so strong that space will fold around the generator, and the resulting creases are really hard to iron out.
What's the freezer for?
That's where I keep the spare brains for my operations. And my lunchbox, of course, but right now it's empty.
Plenty of ice, no brains, and nothing to eat? Sounds like a fashion show to me. My office was cooler and bigger.
Really? The one in your ex-girlfriend's house?
Yep, not only bigger, there were also more blinky things. And it also had more of those things next to the door.
Light switches?
Precisely. I'll be off then.
Quite.
All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for a ladies' man like yourself. Easy peasy. No reason at all to be nervous. You are eloquent and witty. Very handsome. And your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial expression. Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now, to come up with the best possible line. Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath, and then... Here I go.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Believe me, I would much rather be on the West Promenade by the rotating gardens. At this time of year, Morris serves the best soyacino in all of Elysium. Instead, I'm sitting in this hole in the ground drinking... What is this, anyway?
Camel drool, what else?
Camel drool.
No, wait, the camel drool's still under the counter. What you got there is the tincture for my nail infection.
Ah! Does that mean you bathed your filthy nails in this?
Yeah, but go ahead and drink it. Apparently it only works on fingernails.
And this is where my mechanisms of repression should be kicking in. Ah! Here they are.
Are you mad at me for some reason?
Whatever makes you think that? You kidnapped me, caused me a bad head injury.
That's not the way I remember it.
You appear to be suffering from a perception disorder.
You mean, in reality, you're not sexy at all?
Just stay away from me. Understood?
You have to come with me and see Doc.
What for? So you can demolish my head even further?
Ah, really turned your head, did I?
Turning heads and demolishing them are two different things.
With Tony's tortoise, they weren't.
Listen, Rufus, I am dirty, my hair is a mess, and my head feels like someone sliced through my skull with a circular saw.
Yes, but there's no proof.
And to top it all off, I'm starving. So, you had better stay away from me.
Hey, if you're hungry, I've got a leftover bowl of peanuts from our last mud cake festival.
Ugh, yuck! It's growing hair. I bet this little bowl contains more killer bacteria than a biological warfare lab.
Nah, we're all out of killer bacteria. These are influenza viruses.
You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
What do you mean something went wrong?
Well, you know the fairy tale about the three bears? It was pretty much like that, just that there were no bears. And that your mind was, split three ways during botched brain surgery, that's all.
What?
No, don't panic, I'll fix everything. Won't you please just come along?
No, I'd rather starve here.
Can't we speed this up a little? We both know that you can't resist me forever.
I said no. And if you were a gentleman, you would know what that word means.
What do I have to do to make you come along?
First of all, you should look up the meaning of the word no.
Yeah, all right, let's assume I just did that. What would I have to do next? Could I interest you in a romantic dinner?
A dinner invitation? Really? Huh. Maybe there is a spark of gallantry left under that filthy coat of yours.
Dinner first. You can go looking for my gallantry later.
Which restaurant did you have in mind? And is it clean?
A restaurant? I was thinking of, an extra serving of peanuts. I mean, they're free, aren't they?
Yeah, if you don't count the doctor's bill.
Ah, great.
It sounded too good to be true. Just forget it.
Hey, baby.
There he goes again.
We're actually not all that different. Neither of us belongs on this planet.
That's right. I belong on Elysium, and you belong in solitary confinement.
No. What I meant was we belong together. We are soulmates, so to speak.
I have no idea where you get that notion. I am sophisticated. I am educated.
Check.
I haven't got any communicable diseases.
But I still maintain that we're very similar.
Just don't come too close to me, will you?
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
It did indeed.
Oh, right. Yes, I can imagine. Here's looking at you, kid.
Why? Do you have a sty or something?
Now that you mention it, I've actually got a little eye infection.
Ugh, keep your distance, okay?
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Good question. What am I doing here? Oh, I remember. You dropped me from the escape pod.
Saved you, dropped you. Doesn't all that depend on the point of view?
Only if you're a short-sighted idiot.
Luckily, that's easy to verify. Hey, Bozo, did I rescue Goal?
No idea. I gave up trying to understand what you were doing a long time ago.
You see? Bozo thinks I'm cool, too. I give up.
I'm afraid I already know you better than that.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman. Hi.
Ah, a new customer. Welcome to Gulliver's Gully. I'm Gulliver. If you need to use the bathroom, let me know. Then I'll give you the key, the flashlight, and the wolf repellent. We assume no liability for damages caused by the peanuts on the counter. So, what can I do for you?
Gulliver's Gully doesn't sound terribly inviting.
My customers aren't used to being invited anywhere. Who would want to invite thieves and smugglers? Or people with infectious mouth diseases? Now, if you're looking for an inviting ambience, you'd better go uptown, kid.
I've got a few questions regarding your regulars.
Spit 'em out.
What kind of people usually hang out here?
Well, riffraff and rabble, you know, thieves, cutthroats, but the good kind.
Well, it's pretty empty at the moment.
Always is this time of day. Besides your people, only Nod is here now. He's with unorganized crime. I think he's here now because his brother Wink took over the first third of the preliminary 5 o'clock shift today. But as you can imagine, unorganized crime schedules are a little obscure. And then there's Garliff. He comes here to play.
So what does he play?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Seriously? Your dangerous rabble plays rock, paper, scissors?
It may not sound like a game for tough men, but the stakes are high. And they play with loaded fingers.
Don't you ever run into problems with the Organon? To me, it looks like everyone here is doing whatever they want.
That's right. The authorities leave us alone here. Portofisco is far away, and the magnetic train route runs along the coast. That's how the floating black market was formed in the first place. We're always in places where the Organon doesn't look.
And if I told you that it won't stay that way for long?
Then I would tell you to go join Janosch and his resistance windbags. Only an idiot would believe in that conspiracy crap.
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Sure. He drops anchor here on a regular basis. I think he's got something going on with the owner of the weapons store in Little Venice. She won't break your heart. She'll perforate it with a repeating laser.
And Bozo has a thing going with that fury? I can hardly imagine how that would work out. What can you tell me about unorganized crime?
I wouldn't mess with them if I were you. They're dangerous and unpredictable. If you want to know more, go ahead and ask Nod over there.
You mentioned an underground movement. What's up with that?
Well, calling it an underground movement might be somewhat exaggerated. Garliff and his friends, Janosch and Liebold, hold regular meetings in Janosch's mother's basement.
That's gotta be a joke.
It is. And the punchline is Janosch, their leader. He thinks he's some sort of freedom fighter.
That's it for now.
Yep, that was definitely enough.
It's pretty dark in here.
That's a good thing. Most of my regulars aren't a pretty sight. But if you think this is dark, just wait until the generator breaks down again.
Does that happen often?
Unfortunately, yeah. It's the salty air. Almost the same effect as sugar in the tank. Odd, isn't it?
A drink, please.
Have you got any money?
Well,
I thought so. I mean, just look at you.
why does everybody always say that?
Come back when you've got money. Transients don't get a tab here.
A drink for the lady, please.
No thanks. Even if I could bring myself to drink from these filthy glasses,
No comment.
I would never allow the likes of you to buy me a drink.
And what if I were the last man in existence?
What do you mean, were?
Bummer. What else is there to see in the floating black market?
Don't tell me you're a tourist. In that case, you'd better go uptown, assuming they let you in. Downtown is reserved for smugglers, fences, gamblers, and pirates. For a special thrill, I recommend watching the platypus pataka in the market arena. However, fighting only takes place when two squabblers are going after each other.
Go on, tell me about those platypus fights again.
Platypus pataka is a lethal contest, a fight for life and death.
Platypus bataka. That sounds a little bit obscene.
Downright dirty, don't you think?
Yes, dirty.
Dirty.
That is not a good thing, Rufus. Quite the opposite. It's vulgar.
Dirty and vulgar.
Good grief.
Can't the jukebox play a different song for a change?
What do you mean? It plays a different song all the time.
Are you sure? It does sound pretty familiar, you know.
Leave my jukebox alone. Nothing but classics in the playlist. My favorite is the mating song of the junk crabs, but only when the door's closed. I have enough complaints about crab bites as it is.
I need to use the bathroom.
Then you should sign this waiver first.
A waiver? I hereby confirm that I am not entitled to seek damages against Gulliver, Gulliver's Gully, or Splash Me Toilet Outfitters in the case of blah 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 blah, hair loss, chemical burns to the nasal mucous membranes, blah 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 blah, spider bites, rat bites, wolf bites, blah 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 blah, leprosy, psoriasis, or any kind of curse inflicted by indigenous tribes? Who would sign this nonsense?
Well, the owner of the drugstore, for one.
Is he suicidal?
No. Blind. Using this bathroom is also a popular test of courage. I mean, popular with those who are named in the will. Garliff up there currently has a bet going on with his buddy, Lebone. But, I don't think he's gonna do it. He's still got plans.
Yeah, well, I have a plan, too. I'm planning not to act like a coward. Hand me that pen.
You don't have to do this. You know that, right?
I've never done things I had to do.
Well then, good luck. When your urge to go becomes stronger than your sense of self-preservation, you can ask Garliff for the key.
I'll do that. See you later.
Come back when you're serious about buying a drink.
So that's how it works. Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Are you looking for trouble?
Oh, come on. Sing along. Hi-dee-dee-dee-do.
Man, are you lucky I don't hit the handicap.
Hello, bozo, old pirate.
We've been through this, Rufus. I am not a pirate. I'm only a junk dealer with my own trawler.
Yeah, right. And the parrot on your shoulder is only perching there by chance.
I don't have a parrot, Rufus. I've never had one.
Is that so? Then who did I feed those earthworms to whenever you were asleep?
You're a rare bird yourself.
An eagle.
Say, Rufus, was there anything in particular you wanted to talk to me about?
Certainly.
Then what are you waiting for?
The multiple choice box.
Wait a minute. Worms?
Shh. Here it comes now. Oh, don't tell me I slept through the entire passage.
Like a platypus. Only you mumbled in your sleep.
I was dreaming of my next big adventure.
Would that have anything to do with ballet, sweet cheeks?
Something went wrong with the surgery.
You think so? She looks healthy to me.
Well, physically, she's in great shape. Like this. Boom, chaka chaka, boom, yeah! But mentally, it's more like... Cuckoo! Understand?
Certain people have mental problems. Yes. I understand that.
Her mind has been split into 3 parts. Now, I have to persuade all 3 of them to come back to the lab for another round of surgery.
Your girlfriend now exists in triplicate? Ho 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 ho. Don't stretch yourself too thin. Handling one woman's hard enough. But 3 at a time?
I'll manage somehow. How's the grog around here?
This is peppermint tea.
Yeah, right. Tell me another one. Pirates drink grog. Everybody knows that.
But I'm not. Listen, I talked to Doc. He says your skewed perception may be an indication of a serious head injury.
And the scar next to your eye may be an indication of an exciting sea battle. Har!
Seriously. Did you ever fall on your head? I mean, between the 2 times since we've met.
Anchors away! Hoist the sails! Avast, ye landlubbers! Yo ho 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 ho!
Oh, well, none of my business. Just as long as you don't forget to pay me for the passage.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum! Arr. See you later.
Don't get lost.
Excuse me?
What do you want?
I think an apology would be in order.
What for?
Like for attacking me in the street?
Listen up, kiddo. I'm a member of unorganized crime.
And how does that give you the right to assault innocent passersby in broad daylight?
That's the way we roll.
Cool. So, unorganized crime. What is it exactly?
We're just like a criminal organization without the organized bits.
Could I join you, maybe? I'm incredibly unorganized.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly have to offer?
I'm a gifted tinkerer.
Really? So what do you tinker?
Power inverters, escape machines, a life of order and contentment.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I'm very resilient. I can fall from a tower 2 miles high into a pile of syringes without taking any damage.
Remarkable. And can you juggle balls on your nose?
Oh, really? I'm a daring adventurer, not a circus ocelot.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I am so incredibly cool.
Just how cool?
I'm so, laid back that the back of my head, is almost touching the ground. Yeah.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
And I'm a good listener.
You are? That sounds interesting.
They call me the Ear.
You know, there's this story that I've always wanted to...
Eagle Ear, master of sound waves.
But my story...
Listening his opponents into the dust.
Forget it.
What? Did you say something? I certainly am reckless enough.
No, you're not.
But how can I prove to you that I'm reckless enough?
You'd have to do something truly reckless, like shave Donna's cat, for instance.
If that's all.
That wasn't a serious suggestion. Nobody in his right mind would ever do something that reckless.
Hey, I'm not nobody in his right... Don't try to stop me. I'll soon be part of your organization. You'll see.
Beat it.
So, what does the Organon think of your organization?
This is the floating black market, kiddo. We don't care what the Organon thinks.
So, what about that Organon official right behind you?
What? Very funny.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Say, where's your pal?
Wink? He's got in our secret hideout, even though he's not really qualified. Blind as a bat in his right eye. And the right eye is the important one, after all.
Huh? Who says that?
My mama. Why?
I would really love to join you.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly have to offer?
What was that you wanted me to do to prove I'm reckless enough? Shave Donna's cat?
No. I told you not to shave Donna's cat. That'd be extremely dangerous and stupid.
Haha! Danger is my middle name. And stupid is my, Don't try to stop me. I'll soon be part of... I'll get back to you.
Whatever.
The cartridge fits. Now the remote just has to work. Thanks to my charm, the rest will be child's play. Terrific first mate I've got there. I have to do all the work, and he sits there guzzling grog.
First mate, what are you talking about? I'm just giving you passage on my trawler, for which, by the way, you still haven't paid.
Oh yeah, good old bozo, always mumbling some ancient sailor's curses. Hey, hold still! Oh, darn it. Oh, it seems to have some sort of motion sensor. May I bother you?
Not really.
Then I'll have to do it without your consent. Didn't we meet in front of Doc's workshop?
You must be mistaken.
No. You and your beefy chum, you were gonna take something from me. What was it you were yelling? Death to the Organon?
Death to the Organon! Death to the Organon! Whoever would say such a thing? Not that it isn't a good slogan. I mean, someone must have put a lot of thought into that.
Why are you sitting here on your lonesome?
I'm waiting for a worthy opponent to play rock, paper, scissors.
Why do you think you might find one here?
Because people around here tend to give you the finger.
That makes sense. So you're a professional rock, paper, scissors player?
Yeah, I'm an expert, a professional gamer, a prestidigitator. Scissors is my forte. I've been training it for years and I can do it in my sleep. But my rock really rocks too. Once in a while, I'm still a bit hesitant to make full use of my paper. But my coach says that I can compensate for this weakness through speed and stamina.
Have you got the key to the tavern bathroom?
Yes, but I still need it. I have this bet going.
You bet that you would use that bathroom?
Yeah, but I simply haven't worked up the courage yet.
Scares the crap out of you, does it?
That's what I'm waiting for.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end of my arm. Let me have a look. Yep, here they are.
Ha ha ha. Nice try, buddy.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Those aren't official tournament fingers. They might be loaded. Come back when you have an official tournament hand.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
Excuse me?
You again?
Do you also like to play rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. Unfortunately, I left my tournament fingers in the hideout today.
I'll get back to you.
Whatever.
Oh, so let me oh.
This generator provides the tavern with electricity. It's pretty careless setting it up out here, where any random well-meaning citizen can kick it, stick bananas in the exhaust, or pour sugar in the tank. I don't see a switch. No matter. With a little technical know-how, it shouldn't be a problem. Turn off! Wish I could remember. Is sugar in the tank good or bad for the engine? Well, there's only one way to find out. Ah, right. It was bad. Thought so. It's really dark here, but not so dark that I'll have to use my legendary sonar hearing. After all, I have the brightest eyes in the whole southwest quadrant. Breathing all that mercury vapor when I was a kid is finally paying off. Ouch! Oh! Ha! Oh! Nothing happened. And now, quiet. Ha! Got it! Locked. That must be one of those genuine tournament hands for professional rock, paper, scissors. I have got to get on board that submersible.
Hey, you! Why are you sneaking around here?
Do you mean me?
Of course I mean you. Or do you have an invisible buddy with you?
Ha! If I had a buddy with me, he wouldn't be half as invisible as I am, because I move as inconspicuously as a ninja.
No way. The way you stomp around, I would notice you even if you were hidden using the golden dragon of invisibility from Gilligan's Gadget Shop.
Ha! A real ninja doesn't need gadgets. I can dissolve into thin air with my secret stealth powers anytime.
Then please do that. I don't want to see you around here again. Understand?
Blasted religious nuts! You just don't get it, do you? If you want to meet Jamaica, keep it up and I'll help you on your way! What the? Who are you?
I would like a knife.
In your gut or in your eye? You can have both.
What have you got on offer?
My specialty today is cuts and stab wounds for obnoxious visitors.
Holy crap on a cracker. Do you think that's the smartest way to treat a potential customer?
You? A potential customer? Ha! Just look at you! You should be glad I haven't shot you yet, with the emphasis on yet.
I think I lost my way.
Yeah, I think so too. But I've got good news for you. It's not gonna happen anymore in the future.
Because then I'll know my way around?
Because you won't be able to walk, that's why!
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Captain? Ha! Does it make you a captain these days if you only just manage to keep a rusty junk trawler afloat? The only captain I know is Captain Seagull up in Bellevue. But I'll take Bozo any day over that puffed up imbecile.
So, you know him?
I'm currently wearing his underwear, if you really must know.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
The red pipe leads toward Little Venice, the green into the heart of the industrial park, and the yellow into that dark alley. Yoo-hoo!
What? Where?
So, what do you sell here?
What does it look like?
Well,
No, seriously, what does it look like? I'm blind, you know.
I see mostly mind-altering substances, illegal drugs, and questionable medications.
Oh, good. That's all right then. This is my drugstore, apparently. How may I help you?
I would like to buy something.
That's good. That's very good. What will it be?
I would like a +5 healing potion.
Sorry, all sold out. But I have some antidotes on sale.
Nah, never mind. I'll save my money then. What's in that bottle back there?
Undiluted ethanol with antifreeze? Tastes all right, really. I used to drink that a lot until I was eventually no longer able to find the bottle.
Have you got any sedatives?
Yes, but you need a prescription.
I've got a prescription right here.
That's not a prescription. That's a button you tore from your coat.
Are you quite sure about that?
Listen, I may be blind, but I'm not dumb.
Well, maybe you should get a second opinion. Are you giving away anything for free?
Not really. The only thing I could offer you is a sample of this new plant. It contains various mind-altering substances that have never been tested on humans. Incredibly dangerous. Absolutely illegal. And the possible side effects are both unpredictable and unspeakable.
But it's free.
Yes, but...
In that case, can I have it?
Not so fast. You can only have the Cucumis agnito in exchange for a free coupon.
What?
Cucumis agnito. The cucumber of revelation. The active ingredient is in its juice. Unfortunately, the shell is very hard.
Hard shell, dangerous content, unpredictable side effects? Oh, just like me! Nothing I need right now.
You get what you deserve.
I'm new here. Are there any sites you would recommend?
Very funny. I'm blind, just in case you hadn't noticed.
Hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody but me! You're blind? How come?
Let's put it like this. I should have read the directions for use while I still could.
From here, you've got a great view of the marketplace.
That explains a lot of the noises I've been hearing lately.
What do you hear then? Any news or exciting rumors?
Sorry to disappoint you, but that rhythmic background music drowns out everything. Except for occasional cheering coming from the arena.
Have you been to Bellevue recently?
Very funny.
I'd noticed that music too.
I wish it were possible to switch it off somehow. Too bad I've run out of earworm repellent.
Wait a minute. What is that? What's up with that arena?
I've been wondering about that myself. All I know is that it's a cauldron-shaped pit in the center of the marketplace. Some kind of sporting competition is held there, involving platypuses, I think, and water.
Water?
Yes. Luckily, they've now built a railing around the arena.
Boo boo boo! Peekaboo!
Get lost!
Wait a minute. What is that? See you later.
Not if I see you first.
Yoo-hoo!
What?
I would like...
That's good. That's very... What will...
Won't you let me have a free cucumber?
Only for a coupon.
Great. And where would I get one of these coupons?
From the Free Pharmacy magazine, of course.
But I don't see a free pharmacy magazine here.
Neither do I. But do you hear me complaining? It's prominently displayed here somewhere.
No, it's not.
When I took my break earlier, one copy was definitely still there. I tested a new laxative, and suddenly, everything had to go very fast.
And you took the magazine to the bathroom with you? What for? To read the cartoons?
Ever heard of Braille? Also, Gulliver's Tavern is always out of toilet paper.
Nothing I need right now.
You get what you deserve.
See you later.
Not
Oh!
Hello, bozo.
What's up?
See you later.
Don't get...
Oh, sole mio.
I've never seen such a snooty door sensor. Gulliver's peanuts are much more germy than Lonzo's. Some bacteria even come in colors I've never seen before. It looks like I finally reached civilization. Ow!
Don't bother me! It's almost quitting time.
My botanical expertise tells me that this here is a plant. Who uses a spade to rake? Oh, look, children, it's Hoedown the garden gnome.
Down, ugly I can be.
Hey, hands off the tree!
Okay. What? That wasn't my hands. Because I did it with my feet. You see? Here, feet. Boom. Oh, come on. That was funny. Oh. What happened? And why does my back suddenly feel like somebody scratched the word revenge into it with a rusty rake? Ugh, must be the stress. Whoa, impressive digs.
Ahem. Have you ever heard of knocking?
Of course, but I find their new album too commercial.
What are you doing here? Don't you at least wipe your feet?
Not since my 8th birthday. Back then, my dad?
Rufus?
Dad! You're Captain Seagull?
Ahem. Your shoes, Rufus.
Excuse me, sir. Wow, Dad, this is really a totally radical kick-ass location. And a doormat made of real wombat. Respect.
Doormat?
Yeah, it's hanging right next to the door.
That's my Sunday coat.
Oh.
Listen, Rufus, I'm a busy man. Just tell me what brought you here and then run along and play again, okay?
Aren't you at all glad to see me?
Yes, of course I'm glad. I'm just very busy right now. If you're a good boy and let your old man finish his work, then maybe later we can go feed the seagulls.
Feed the seagulls? Are you kidding? I have important things to do.
Then it won't matter if I haven't got time for you until later, right?
Later. You always say that. I thought you went to Elysium.
Elysium?
Yes, Elysium, you know. You left me to move to Elysium. You can't tell me you don't remember that.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember. And how? Just what was I thinking? After all, everybody knows that it's impossible to escape deponia. What a wild and crazy guy I was back then. Always reaching for the stars. Today, I know it's not worth the effort to pursue such crazy ideas. Once you're as old as your dad, I'm sure you'll understand.
You can so totally forget that. I'll never be that old, loser. You changed your name?
Nothing to do with you. Honestly. But still, please don't go around telling everybody you're my son, all right?
Dad, how come you're talking to me like that? You may not have noticed, but I am no longer a child.
Ah, you're all grown up now.
Yeah, ha 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 ha.
Like with a house of your own and a steady income.
Well, I mean, that's,
I'll take that for a no.
I'm a tinkerer. I even had a real workshop in Kuvak.
You're not talking about that toy workbench I once gave you when you were little.
Well, I'm still way more grown up than you are. So there. What exactly are you working on?
I need to write instructions for my staff.
And you consider that more important than talking to your son? We haven't seen each other in years.
So why would every second suddenly count now? I am responsible for this house and its personnel.
I am also responsible for doing important things, like saving the world.
Then why are you still hanging around here? Do I still have to hover over you to make sure you're completing your chores?
Don't you even want to know what I've been up to all this time?
Oh, please don't tell me you wreaked some sort of havoc again. What was it this time? Did you set something on fire? Did you steal anything? Destroy someone else's property?
Well, I mean, you've got to see that in context. I'm actually about to go to Elysium.
Good luck.
I'm serious. I'm going to Elysium.
Yeah, right. Come on, Rufus. I am truly flattered that you want to follow in my footsteps. But do you really have to step into every single pile of poop on the way?
Not everyone. For one thing, I would never leave my 8-year-old son behind.
Really? So you would take him along?
Yes, I would.
Well, if he takes after you, I hope you'll remember to bring a little shovel and a plastic bag.
I have to stop the Organon from blowing up Deponia.
Then what are you doing here in the floating black market? The Organon are far away. And if anything should explode here, it'll probably be your fault.
Yeah, you just don't understand.
I don't? So when has the Organon ever blown up anything?
Maybe not so far, but...
And how many detonations have you caused this month?
Well,
That shut you up, huh?
I'm still counting. I need to go look after my Elysian girlfriend.
Yes, of course. What was her name again? Babsy Boo?
No, not Babsy Boo. She's a true Elysian. Her name is Goal.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Now you're impressed, huh?
You meet an Elysian and then bring her here? Didn't I teach you anything?
No, you were a great parent.
You didn't leave her alone, did you?
Don't worry, she's in a safe place, down in Gulliver's Tavern at the harbor.
Okay. Looks like I failed to teach you a few essential facts of life.
Really, Dad, let's not go there. I know all about the bees and the flowers, although I may be a little unclear about the concept of pollination. But I'm a real pro when it comes to building hives, if you know what I mean.
You're giving me hives, all right. But let's get back on topic. What I was trying to say is that obviously you never learned how to treat a lady. Have you at least invited her to dinner?
Well, there was this bowl of peanuts.
I'm talking about a date, Rufus. A romantic date. The only restaurant that might be suitable is Chez Schlumpy. At least they offer an exclusive view. But alas, all they have on their menu is platypus.
What's wrong with platypus?
It's so vulgar. It lives among the flotsam and feeds on table scraps. It could even be the heraldic beast of Deponia. No, platypus dishes would only remind her that she is stranded in the boondocks. You must see to it that platypus completely disappears from the menu at Schlumpy's. Can you do that?
Ah, piece of cake for a romantic like me.
Once you've done that, you may reserve a table in my name. But not before then. Understand?
I haven't told you the half of it.
Oh my, Rufus. What else have you gotten yourself into?
I'll tell you some...
Sound in the meantime.
Don't go away. I'll be back soon.
Forget that line. Not even an 8-year-old would buy it.
Secret Doors in Bookshelves, Volume 1. Secret Doors in Bookshelves, Volume 2. Gah, this library is a total waste of space.
As a real gentleman, I read a lot.
As a real blah blah blah, that doesn't change the fact that the shelf is big and ugly. Besides, it's too dark in here to read.
Ah, that's true. I should buy a new crystal chandelier when I have the chance. But for now, a few candles will suffice. I need candles. There. Here, Rufus. Be so good and take this memo to the servant's mailbox.
Phew, who does he think he is? Well, he is my... Oh, whatever. Anyway, I'm not his errand boy. Huh. This one catches the eye. Yeah. Secret Doors in Bookshelves for Dummies. Pull on the book titled Pull Here for Secret Door. Wow! Who would have thought? Pull on the book titled Pull Here for Secret... Wow! What's that? Is that a lint trap? This is no luxury villa. This place is overrun with weeds.
Those are flowers, Rufus. I have them brought from the garden as decoration.
These hideous vegetables?
They could actually use a bit more water. I need water for the flowers. There.
This is no luxury villa. There's even parasites nesting here.
That is my aquarium. I collect rare ornamental fish.
Rarely significant, maybe. And they're tiny, too.
I should actually feed them again. I need breadcrumbs. There.
This is no luxury villa. The whole wall is open here.
That's called a picture window, Rufus. This way I always have an eye on the entire black market.
But there's a terrible draft.
The floor heating is actually supposed to compensate for that. I need coal. There.
Can't you do anything on your own?
That is why I have servants.
Oh, yeah? Do they wipe your butt, too?
Oh, that reminds me.
Stop
need
scribbling.
Toilet
Haven't you noticed that this doesn't save you any time? On the contrary, you spend all your time writing notes.
Mind your tone, young man.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Now I've lost my thread of thought. What was I going to write down? That was it. I need thread.
Welcome to the Flagomat. For half-mast, insert human ashes here. Handy.